You could blow up the game if you start talking about things pissing in your mouth and make it cool, break that barrier, like what DBE did.
I'll be real.
And then you'll set the trend, I think.
That's not a barrier I want to break.
Tell him again, please.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tracksuit and Ties. You're joined by Big Moe, also joined by
Easier. Mr. B, aka Mr. B Spoke.
And we're also joined by another big guy, nearly as big as me. He goes by the name of
Big Jests, man. Round of applause and all that.
Yeah, man. At least what we do.
in previous, you like to be called as your other nickname, Jesse or something like that.
I heard that one, you know. That's
No, man. I thought you were gonna. I thought you had the ad-libs to it.
I thought you were gonna say Boogie, but someone
Yeah, where you getting Jesse from?
Boogie. I was like, I kept hearing Boogie.
That's your ad-lib thing.
It's an ad-lib.
Boogie. That's
Yeah,
what I say. It's
yeah,
an ad-lib.
yeah.
But obviously,
So where's it come from?
J Boogie, innit? It's Big J Boogie is a nickname.
But he's from New York, no?
Well, where it originates, I'm assuming everyone's got it from Ace Boogie, which is from.
Yeah.
But then people just throw stuff and throw Boogie,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
my little brother used to call me that, and then you say it once or twice and it sticks. And
I
then
thought
you're a rapper, so you make an ad-lib out of it, and then before you know it.
Yeah, man.
I thought you liked to boogie in the nightclub.
Nah, I'm not really a dancer. I'm not really
That's
a dancer.
cool. No,
really a dancer still.
No.
Yeah.
Who's got the best ad-libs in the game for you? Like whose ad-libs slaps for you?
Oh,
Because mine right now is K-Trap's one. So he's got one that goes, yow. I rate that one heavily. Like, who's got the best?
Trap's got a few.
Trap's got a few. He's got a few cold ones.
That
though.
one's cold.
Yeah, sure he's gonna snap the dash. Yeah.
If you hear the tunes going off and you hear the
Yeah.
you know it's lit.
Yeah.
Tef's got a few.
Yeah, Tef's cold.
Conan's got some good ones.
Yeah.
Obviously legendary. Giggs' one's legendary.
Yeah.
You lot don't fuck with the American ad-libs, like Migos and stuff like that.
I think
Mama, all that stuff.
To be fair, Migos thing is they're cold. They are cold, but I prefer UK ones. You know.
I do, you know, but I prefer UK music in general.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that, but don't you think that them man like kind of paved the way for the UK? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
like people are not giving American rappers anymore. Like UK rappers, I feel they don't give them the respect because them man paid their dues, innit?
But I think the sounds changed.
I think the main thing they did that like some people like have managed to get to now is they are less like keeping it cool. So they'll be in the ad-libs like shouting, like making mad noise.
Yeah.
Whereas before, you know, we don't really talk too much. The man even try to be too loud in the ad-libs, but now people would do a crazy ad-lib or a risky ad-lib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But in the last 5 years, from America, apart from like the in and outs, there's not really been anyone big in terms of the rappers industry.
No, there's definitely in the last 5 years. It's been a lot, but I think it's just the music's changed. Like Baby's massive.
Okay,
I mean,
Baby,
his friend is massive as well. Can't see. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll get into that. We'll get into that later. Well, like his friend's massive. Like, I mean, it is massive. Yeah, man. I think there's loads of like.
You know what it is
Roddy
with the
Ricch,
American thing?
everyone.
I feel like it's
Hold up.
the last 5 years or so has just been more melodic.
Yeah,
than
do
the
you
rap
know what I'm saying? It's just changed.
The no caps, like you said.
Yeah.
All the little babies, them type of
EST,
ones. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The Roddy Riches. It's all Polo G and it's been more the melodic stuff rather than the man that's like rapping his ass off.
Rapping. And do you think? I know you want to get into your thing, but do you think like you think that's good? Do you think that's a good thing? Like, because I feel like more people don't want to take in maybe music as much. They just want to hear something they don't have to think about and just boom, get straight into it. Like,
I don't really think too deep into it because people will find and seek out the music they like.
Yeah.
So it's like some people get too concerned with, is this dead? Is that dead? Like, I don't really care if you don't think it's dead or not. I like it, so I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
People are just too concerned with what everyone else is listening to.
Yeah.
And realistically, secretly, they listen to it in private. Like, when you tell people, whip out your Spotify, they're like, oh no, show me your recent...
What's your guilty pleasure song?
I think he's got Taylor Swift in there, no?
What's your guilty pleasure? Like wow, like Big Jests listens to that.
Oh, you know some of my guilty pleasure rhythms? James Bay and them man there.
Hey, yo, wait, who's James Bay?
Oh, you see what
No,
I'm saying?
the guy with the hat with them on the snow.
What?
What's the song?
Just let it be.
What?
Big
Oh,
rhythm.
yeah, that's a banger. No, that's a banger.
Rhythm.
Okay, that's a banger. I didn't know who it was.
What's
though.
the
I don't
snowing
know.
one?
All them type of tunes though, like all the different, like there's a few, man. That's just the guy who comes to mind. But
Yeah,
that
yeah.
type of genre,
Yeah.
them people,
like Maroon 5 and them, man.
them man know rhythm sometimes.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Heartbreak,
James
the
Blake,
heartbreak
yeah,
rhythms
yeah,
when them
yeah.
man getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
be feeling that.
James
Yeah,
Arthur and
yeah,
them man. When they
Oh,
James
James
Arthur,
Arthur. Yeah.
it's not really guilty pleasure, car. I say it with chest, but it's like people wouldn't expect it.
Yeah.
Like you might be with a girl or something, she'll put on a tune and that. And I'm like, yeah, big rhythm. She's like, right, you know this? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
What are you talking about?
But is there a time when you're with a girl, or you've been with a girl, and you ask her, how do you know this song? How do you like? You think,
Hey, don't. You don't
how do you know this song?
No, I've had that.
What, you had it?
When DBE, bruv, years back, you know when they just up and coming, and I was like, why do you know about
she been in
DBE,
too many
bro?
rips.
Like,
She been in too many
yeah, like,
rips.
what are you
She been in
doing?
too
For
many
me,
rips.
it's when it's like some undercover drill tune, like something that I barely know this.
Yeah.
Who taught you?
Who taught you about that? Who taught you about CB and that? Like, how do you know about CB?
What risk was you taking?
Yeah, what risk were you taking? Like, how do you know? She's gonna really get into it, bro.
Spilling the block on that. We're gonna just break the ice a bit with a couple of would you rather questions. They don't have to take them too seriously. Don't too deep about them. Quite like gimmicky anyway. Would you rather eat a raw snail or never make music for 1 year?
Bring me that snail, man.
Or put a bit of like,
Man, you must season it up.
Nah, man.
Have you had that before?
That's bars.
Nah.
I don't even like the idea of it. I
That's
don't like
nice.
the idea of it.
It's nice.
You know what? Insects and them things, they don't really get me, you know. It's like rats and that get me.
yeah.
If you told me to eat a rat, then I'll have to hold the L.
Swear.
I'm not eating a rat.
Yeah, that's bars.
But like insects, you know when you're watching
Yeah.
like I'm a Celebrity and that. And
If
like,
you're gonna-
mine,
you
I
think-
can do it.
mine are, bruv.
Would you
Insects,
go
I
there?
don't care. I don't care about insects.
Would you
bro.
go on I'm a Celebrity?
Yes, but there was one challenge where they made them like sit in a coffin with the rats.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Oh,
it. Whatever the punishment is, just give me the
That's what
punishment.
I
Especially the
do.
kangaroo
I'm
balls,
too
fam.
British for that. I'm
not
too
doing
British
it.
for
Would
that.
you say you got a phobia? So if like you're in front of a girl, you can panic or you
I'm
can
screaming like a bitch.
No.
If
I'm
I'm in front
screaming
of
like a
a girl,
bitch.
if I'm in front
You
of a
have to
girl, yeah,
Yeah.
it could be the baddest bee in the world.
Yeah.
If you let in 5 rats into this room, I'm gone.
That's a real brother. I'm screaming like a bitch. I swear.
I'm not even screaming, bro. It's danger zone. I'm not screaming. I'm silent. I'm getting out.
I don't even know you've left. I don't even know you
What do you mean?
left.
Rats, I don't do rats, bro. Anything else, I'm calm. Even snakes, some of these things, I'm not scared. I don't really care about none of those
Okay.
things. Rats, bro.
Rats,
She's on her own.
Rats are sickly.
Would you rather go punchline bar to bar with RV or Millions?
Punchline bar for bar.
Yeah.
I've read them, bro.
Okay, tell him.
I said both at the same time.
No, they got bars though. I would say RV's more. His wordplay's more common through through his bars. Like Minions does wordplay, but like RV does it more consistently. I would say.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about punchline bar for bar, I'd say RV. I'd think of more. Whereas Millions, like he says lots and it's like flows.
Yeah. His
skipping,
flow's cold,
and
man.
he packs in like he paints vivid pictures.
Yeah.
And then he puts the video to match it, and like you feel like he was really there. Like it's the way he puts the words together. But I think RV's more on the punchlines, I'd say. But I'm comfy to go.
You body them there?
I'm comfy to go toe to toe.
Tell him.
Love that.
I saw you do the battle rap with is it CJ Clark
On Rap Game?
Yeah.
Jay Clark,
Jay Clark.
my young boy.
Oh.
No, that's my guy.
Okay.
No, but that's I'm cool with
We're
all
not
of
trying to
it.
rap. We're not
No,
trying to trap
no,
you. You're not trying to
That's my guy.
Would you say he beat you in that one?
I'd say no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you didn't have a round 3 to.
but I did.
Oh, they cut it out.
We'll get into it later.
Okay, I didn't know. Because from what it looked like in back, like
It looked like I choked, but I didn't. I'm too stubborn for that, bro. Like I didn't say anything.
I
like,
can't wait to
Yeah,
get
why
into
did you
that.
come out and say something?
Cause that's
bro?
sneaky. Like
Yeah.
people online, like you guys, like okay, cool. You think I lost? I'm not gonna come out and say, oh yeah, but there was another round that they edited out. It's TV, bro. Obviously, things get edited out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come online and try and sway the public and say, no, this happened. That's sneaky, bro.
I like it.
Think what you want to think, innit? But if you catch me in real life and say, just why didn't you have another verse? I'll tell you I did. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Fuck you, might as well spit the verse now. No, I'm joking.
Would you rather make a tune with Krypton Cones or DBE?
ooh.
But you can't.
Where's
Make a tune with the other one, ever again.
Where's your loyalty?
I think I'd have to say Krypton Con.
By default.
No, not by default. I just think so many people would like want to hear that.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be
Just make
fun.
more sense. I love
Definitely
DBE
the
though,
punchlines,
so I
man.
listen to them a lot. So that's a
Yeah,
tough
yeah,
one.
yeah.
But I just feel like us three on the tune would just be a mad thing. It's just to see what happens. But, yeah.
All right, last one. Would you rather win a Grammy and never make music again? Or would you rather win no accolades and carry on making music?
No accolades, bro. What am I going to do with a Grammy if I can't make music no more?
But I feel like once you get a Grammy, that's it. You cemented yourself as like
you're made man.
Like it's like winning an Oscar, innit? Like,
I'll be real, bro. Like when I started rapping, I wasn't thinking about no Grammy, bro. I don't meant for a Grammy.
Yeah.
That's not like in your
Nah, man.
vision.
If you started talking financial figures and said, "Yo, if I give you $1 billion," and said never rap again, I'll be like,
okay.
What's rapping?
What? In a bit.
I'll find a loophole. I'm doing spoken words.
We have this debate all the time, innit? Yeah. That's a very generic question. I'm sure you've answered it numerous times, but top 3 UK artists.
You mean like right this minute?
No, like
all time ever. The goats.
The goats. Let's go there.
Yeah.
But obviously, the current people. There's certain people now that might become there, so you can use them as well.
What I would. This question is so difficult to answer because there's so many categories. So you've got like the Mount Rushmore in terms of what you've accomplished. And then but if I'm talking about like all things like who's the best,
yeah,
like,
who's mix the talent and the accomplishments together.
Yeah.
So career and actual talent.
But you two think about it as well.
No, I've got mine.
For me, it's that one person that goes straight into my top 3 goats instantly is Gets in the top 3.
I don't see that, man.
I hear the Gets thing.
I don't see that.
I hear it because of longevity.
It's longevity, but if you're just talking about ability, like
and
what someone's capable of doing on the instrumental, the cadence, the flows, the wordplays, the versatility, all of it wrapped up into one. There's not many people that can chat to him in terms of ability alone. Music's so
I've got a name in my head.
Music's so subjective. So it's like if you talk about like just flavors, someone who's a J Hus fan, you couldn't come and bring me no Gets or a Kane. They're like loud, but J Hus is way. But it's like if I'm talking about like not flavors, not but like what he's capable of doing,
just
like,
rapping, bro.
Like your ability, I think it's difficult to say he's not one of the best.
So saying Gets is one.
Tough. I got to put him. For me, he's in there. You know what? I probably would make it something like kind of balanced.
Okay, go on.
Gets, gigs, and
straight wherever comes to your head.
Chip.
That's my guy.
That's the three. That's the three that come to mind.
I love that.
But that was me balancing many things.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what that was. That was
you can't
Gets was just ability alone. Like obviously he's done a lot for his album charted second. He's been longevity, all those things. But I mean like just off the ability, he gets in there. Along with excuse the pun. But then you've got Chip is a balance of both. Ability, and he was charting and doing mad numbers and so on and so forth. And all the other people that did those numbers, if you go back, well, obviously you got man like Tiny and Dizzy and all those people. But when you talk about bar for bar, they're not chatting to Chip.
But if you're talking about longevity as well, longevity is important when you're talking about.
He's still here though.
And then for me,
I'm talking to the same extent that even Gets could right now he could drop a tape and he will do top 10.
You're missing someone massive.
You only gave me 3, bro. It's tough.
No, I hear you, but to me this is guy. But go on, who's your guys?
No, I want to hear that now.
You go too.
Bro, this guy.
No, he's cold. He's
bro,
cold.
Him and Chip for me. Him, Wretch 2 and Chip. Goats on every level possible.
But see, if you talk about if you talk about just alone, like on the ability, but then when I say gigs as well, I wouldn't say gigs is a better rapper than Wretch.
No,
but like his cultural impact though.
Oh, the impact,
if you talk about his cultural impact, but I wouldn't say he's a better rapper than Wretch. But it's like I'm weighing up different factors. Bro. Okay, it's hard to pick someone. That's what I said to you. There's so many lanes. Like, because if you just go off just what your accomplishments, you got to bring in Tiny and Dizzy, but they're not making it into top 3 if we talk about all things.
Spanning the works. Who's your favorite female UK artist? I don't think they even exist. If I'm honest,
Lady Leisha.
Like who's out? Give me one. Like, I'm talking about rappers. We're talking about rappers. Yeah, we're not talking about
Miss
like
Banks,
Little Sims,
Lady Leisha.
Well, you mean ever or right now? I was just thinking about who's like rapping.
These man
like cold lyrics. You're saying Miss
Little
Banks
Sims is
cold lyrics.
Banks got bars.
Do that.
Banks got bars. Banks got bars.
Don't look at me, bro.
Banks got bars.
Bro.
Like they're not like when we talk about Americans. You got your Cardi B's and stuff like that.
I genuinely think Little Sims is the best female rapper in the world. Like genuinely,
I'm gonna say Miss Dynamite. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm gonna say Miss Dynamite. But you started bringing up the American rappers are not barring better than Banks.
They're not barring. They're not
barring better than Banks. Are you?
Nicki Minaj.
No, Nicki Minaj got
no, he bringing up Cardi B.
Oh, you got Lil' Kim.
No, I'm talking about he brought up Cardi B and that. Them lot of vibes. Cardi B's vibes.
Yeah.
She's not barring better than Banks.
Because you've said it, you're like that whole TikTok rapper, like as in because you made a lot of. For me, I enjoyed it. Entertaining,
I rate that.
storytelling, skits on TikTok. I think you're adapting to what's the platform now to kind of be on. But what do you get irritated if someone says you're a TikTok rapper?
You know? I just think people find you where they find you, bro. I've been rapping a long ass time.
What made you
I've been
start
rapping before TikTok existed. Like,
what made you start rapping?
rapping?
Yeah, like obviously I know you're on the unit, but like
Man just like rapping, bro. I like music. I used to watch Channel U, and I used to want to rap. Then my older brothers were rapping. I was like, yo, I want to get involved. Like it's just, bro. In school, I think everyone, especially if you went to a boys' school, everyone's written a bar. If you went to a boys' school, if you went to a boys' school in South London, bro, you wrote a lyric. If you never showed the man them, it's because you knew it was trash.
Say your first lyric. I've got one.
Facts.
My first.
No, first lyric.
Actually, we should talk about
I've got
this.
one. Still.
We should talk about it.
I'm ready to spit as well.
I don't have.
You're ready to go.
I'm ready. I'm down.
I can't.
Please, I want you just to judge my first lyric. Are you ready, Big Jests?
I'm ready, bro.
I'm ready to just let man go.
But you could do.
You ready? Yeah.
Oh jeez.
You ready? Yeah. Alright, listen.
I know it is.
Think you're sick, smoking the crow, blood round here. I'm the pro, smoking that. You won't be a star. I'll be the one with the sick car. Think you'll scoff me, you must be mad. I was the one that banned you for acting bad. Took your phone and your cash. Fucked your sis and your gash. Boom!
No way.
Tell me that's not bars.
Boy.
Tell him it's mid. It's mid.
Why
Tell him
was
it's
we all
mid.
smoke back in the day?
Nothing.
I had a conversation the other day because like, when we first started rapping, we was all on so much smoke, bro.
On
And it's
killing
like,
someone or doing something to
like
someone.
why though? Like why did it have to be like that? All our first bars were like that. Someone's phone was getting took. Someone got.
And when did it change, yeah? Sorry, when did it change, yeah? Back in the day, when we used to rap about the struggle. Now it's about who's got the biggest car and the biggest watches as well. Or am I...
I mean, now a lot of men have got big cars and watches.
I mean, like now, like for instance,
Tell him.
Back in the day, nobody was making no money off music.
DBE
But
rap
now-
about eating pussy all the time and shit. Like, back in that day, no way, bro. Like you couldn't rap about that.
Fuck
Even
it.
if you did it or not, you could not rap about
They
that.
live in their truth.
Yeah.
You know what it is though? Americans made that easier.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, they bulk out.
yeah, they made it easier because they
Them
talk,
man, not
they
us,
talk
not
about
us,
it so
us.
much, innit? But realistically, DBE was like just, I don't know, doing their thing, innit? And then they said the thing, and then I feel like once people had reacted to it and it's out the way and it's kind of like a buzz for them,
Now it's
it's
just
like,
like,
fuck it, let's
Yeah.
let's go two.
So you're saying you're on it,
let's
yeah?
go 2 feet. What on?
On Bocan.
I don't like that word though.
I hate it as well. Bro. It's
you know
like-
what?
it's like
put your
immature
hand-
word, bro.
You know what it is? For me, Bocat is the male equivalent to a brainer. You know, like when you say a girl's a
Don't
brainer
sit right,
back in the
because-
day,
yeah.
and what that means is she was backing man doing the man
just
thing
to do
and
that.
going yard.
She's a munch.
If you've licked
She's a munch.
if you've
Yes,
licked a girl,
munch.
did the man thing and gone yard, then that's you. If you had spent the night with a woman and all things happened, then it's normal, wouldn't it?
It's calm.
You wouldn't have done a thing with a girl and she gave you head during sex and you go, oh yeah, she's a brainer, man. Bro, you did a thing, bro. What are you
It
talking
comes
about?
in the package.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm
So it's part of your foreplay.
Nah.
That's a good question.
Nah, it depends on the settings. I feel like certain things, and girls will get mad if you say this because they'll be like, oh, well, but you're going to expect so and so. But I just feel like, bro, certain things are reserved for certain girls in certain situations. You shouldn't just be, obviously, I don't know how you lot spend your weekends, but if you are out linking random gal and doing whatever, it's not just every gal that you should be doing that with. That's what I'm
I
saying.
respect that.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you could blow up the game.
I respect that.
You could blow up the game if you start talking about things pissing in your mouth and make it
what?
cool, break that barrier, like what DBE did.
I'll be real.
And then you'll set the trend, I think.
That's not a barrier I want to break.
Tell him again, please. Tell him again, man.
That's now you've gone too far.
Tell him.
The early tunes I heard from you was like the CR7 tune on TikTok.
Yeah.
Controversial one, Mason Greenwood.
How planned was that? Go on, sorry, go on. No, go on,
Bro,
sorry, I'll cut
your
you out.
football bars are mad. They're like I was. Do you remember I was like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, well, he's coming on. I was like, what? This guy's coming on. I'm like, bro, I know these guys' football bars.
Yeah. I love football, so you know.
You're a big Man United fan.
Yeah.
And okay, the Mason Greenwood one.
Talk about it.
What, like, is that, bro? Me and him have gone back and forth with it. Yeah.
Oh,
Obviously-
we're having that conversation.
Like, look, the guy obviously.
Explain what he's done. Explain what he's done for you, to the viewers who may not know. Explain.
Allegedly charged with sexual abuse to his girlfriend.
He didn't get
Or
allegedly charged. He got charged.
charged with rape and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's come out. Charges have been dropped. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Which
in
we
the
know
eyes,
why
in
now.
the eyes of the law and stuff, he's an innocent free man. So what's the big hoo-ha?
For me, what you're really talking about is there rehabilitation? That's the only conversation you're having. You're not talking about whether he did is right or wrong. But let's say the conversation is what he done enough to, or is any crime, because people go to jail for murder, come home and get a job. So and I've reformed and people forgive them and so on and so forth. So I think the conversation is too much in debate. Everyone wants to just judge. I'm not here to judge people. I can say I firmly don't agree with any of that type of behavior. Like, it can't be co-signed or explained away. I don't want to sit here and say, oh, but what if? I don't really want to explain that away. However, the conversation has to be, what is the punishment? What? Because just him sitting out and not playing is not really punishment. Like, there needs to be something. But then, obviously, like you said, they drop the charges. He's back together. They're having a baby, and it's like, from the outside looking in, you almost feel like you're meddling in their business. Yeah. And she's forgiven him, and they're having a baby, and their family have forgiven him. The dad was defending him. Her dad was defending him. Apparently, I don't know for a fact, but from what I heard, it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to handle that situation. Because as much as I think it's disgusting and that's crazy, I'm also a person that I don't know. It's tough to say, oh, a 19-year-old did a fucked up thing and cancel them for their whole life. Yeah. Like, he's finished. I don't know if the cancel culture actually helps anything. Someone's done something fucked up. Let's cancel them, make them an outcast. You think you're helping her? She's still in the yard with him. Yeah. She's in the yard with him having his baby. If you think not rehabilitating this guy and getting his mind right is helping her, you're fake nice. Online, oh, we can't stand for this, bro. This girl's in the yard with my man. Yeah. You should be thinking like, bro, what have they done to like help his mental? What have they done to talk him through the way he's behaving? So the way he was behaving is not just a thing where it's like, oh, he sat out for 6 months. He didn't play games for a year. Now he's going to go back to treating women wonderfully. Yeah. No, he needs to get some wires untangled. And work out why he was moving like that in the first place. Yeah. So it should have been like, okay, has man done some kind of counselling, anger management? Whether he plays football again or not, bro. They're having a youth, they're in the yard together. How are you rehabilitating my man?
That's the last problem.
So he's no longer a threat to the woman in the yard with him. And if you're not talking about that, then you're just being... I don't know, performative. People come online and being performative, bro. Like, what have you actually said that is?
You're a big Man United fan, as you was bigging up in the CAF earlier. Yeah. So would you, right now, would you give him another chance? Would you incorporate him back into the first team?
If I'm running Man United now, no. I say no.
From a PR perspective, or from
from PR and moralistically, what I believe, I don't think he's served his time. So nothing's happened to him to adequately reprimand his behaviour. You've broken all kinds of codes of conduct and behaviour. As a club as big as Man United, you can't just go, all right, bro, you know what? Bust that case. Next week you're back. It's not like that, bro. Something needs to happen. Yeah. So it's like, okay, cool. Like I said, people have gone jail for the maddest things. People, they've been away, they've done enough time, people believe that they've rehabilitated and changed as a person. I don't know if enough has been done proactively or in the public enough for people to believe he's changed as a person. Okay. All that's done is he's gone to hide in his yard and get her pregnant.
Literally bust case.
There's been nothing. There's been nothing.
Obviously, you won the contest.
Yeah.
So the winner of Rap Game 2022 is
Big Jests.
But how did Big Jests get on it?
They want him.
They're poachers, man.
They poached you, yeah?
Scouted, man.
They shout you and then they see if they think you'd be a good fit and whatever. It's not just like, yo, come on the show. Like, the same way if you applied or if they thought you would be good for the show. There's still a process.
What was your first thoughts when they first approached you? Did you feel good about yourself, or was you like, I'm not really sure? What was your...
When they first approached me, I was like, I wasn't sure.
Why?
Because when they first hit me up, I was getting busy at the time. A lot was going on. Things was going well outside of it. And I thought, do I want to side away from it, or should I stick to what I'm doing? And also, it's like, as you don't know, I've been rapping for a minute.
Yeah.
But then, like, when you go on a show, there's obviously millions of people watch the show.
Yeah.
And then to loads of them,
That's how they're going to see you
born
as.
today.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, there's the guy from the show, which is not a bad thing, especially not if you win it. But I just
Drop that in there.
Let them know.
No, but it's like, did I want everything I'd done previously to be overshadowed by this?
Yeah.
But then what I've not recently come to terms with, but it's like, it's just normal, bro. Like, you said to me, one of the first songs you heard is CR7. Well, that's mad recent. Like, that's like, what, a year and a half ago, whenever it was. Someone will meet me and say, oh, I listened to your song from 5 years ago. Someone will say to me, oh,
The London Riot one was the one.
I found you on Rap Game, or someone will say, oh, I found your TikToks, and then someone will say, oh, this song on Spotify just got suggested to me, and it's been in my playlist since 2018. So everyone's start point to finding you is different. So therefore, it could only be a bonus. It's just millions of people that wouldn't see me if I didn't go on the show. Like, as long as you go on there and do your thing properly. And it doesn't mean win. It just means that all the raps I did on there, I'm happy with. But I wasn't trying to go on there, especially because loads of people already knew me.
Yeah, I can't lie, it was a mismatch.
If you go on there, and
I'm not just saying because you're here, it was a mismatch.
People know who you are.
It was a mismatch, bro.
And like, Amanda hitting me like, bro, you better not.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, though. Apart from Jay Clark, it was a mismatch.
The man hitting me like, bro, if you don't win this, but I'm getting called from the man, like getting grilled. Like, if you don't win this, like, or like, if you flop, or if you go on there, and the maddest thing is, the show's obviously pre-filmed, except for the final, because the final's filmed later, because just stop you from knowing who wins, But man, them are hitting me like, oh, once the thing starts airing, they're hitting me like, yo, bro, like, oh, first you go, all right, you better not. But I'm thinking, bro, I've already filmed it, bro. So imagine if I'd fumbled every week. I'll be there thinking, you lot don't know what's gonna come. When I was getting those phone calls, like, thank God I didn't fumble, because the heat I would have got.
That would have mad dust and mazza.
Amanda would have got.
What was the worst thing about being on it?
The restrictions. It's obviously TV, you're filming, you're in the yard for 6 weeks, and it's COVID and that. I couldn't just say, yo, I'm going gym. I'll see you man later. It wasn't like that. I was more, not even at the time, but when I got backyard, I was more nervous about all the other stuff. Was it chattings and that? And I'm just thinking, I've just been filming for 6 weeks. What could I have said?
Do you forget the cameras are on sometimes, innit?
Yeah, you just get a little bit too comfortable. You know what I mean? Just a bit too comfortable.
They used to do a record deal, innit?
They used to, yeah.
And now they obviously done a prize. What was it, like 50 bags or something like that?
20
bags. First of all, which one would you rather prefer? Would you prefer the 20 bags or the record deal?
Depends what came with the record deal.
Fair play.
Depending on the record deal, it could be worth a lot more than 20 bags, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
If it's like...
in terms of opportunities, that what you're talking about?
Yeah, in terms of what they're going to do for you. There's different kind of record deals, isn't it? Some record deals, you just put out a little thing and there's nothing really going on. But some of them, they're going to like get behind it and push it and do X, Y, Z. Even just literal, the financial spending on the label's behalf, expensive. Sometimes will exceed that. You know what I'm saying?
How did it influence you? Was it something you regret? Or is it something like, I'm glad I've done it because it made me do X, Y, and Z? Like, how did it influence you?
I'm glad I've done it, man. I think the main reason I'm glad I've done it is because of the emotional ties I have to the show. You know
Okay,
Like, I got to go on there.
That was brilliant, yeah, man.
He liked the show.
Okay,
I had goosebumps.
It was the best place for me to do something in his name to the best of my abilities. You know what I'm saying?
And the best exposure as well.
You want to. I don't know. Hopefully, you haven't lost anyone that close to you. But if you have, you want to do something to like as a tribute to them.
That's brilliant, man.
You want to. I don't know. It's the first thing I thought of was like, I want to start a charity. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like, I want to do. You just want to do things to keep their name alive. So for that reason, if nothing else, that
was a win in itself.
That'll always be one of the best things I've done, bro. Just period.
What was the sort of like the aftermath of that of the rap show? What was that like for you?
What, family wise or just
no, just in general, like the actual aftermath, like the exposure it given you. What, like, how did it change at all? What was it?
I mean, yeah, man. I think that the biggest thing is forgetting. You know what it is? There's this thing. I don't know about you. You lot will probably get it as well. You know when you're putting stuff out online, you might see numbers. I might put out a TikTok that says 3 million people watched it, 4 million people.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just a number.
Yeah.
But when you actually in real life, you forget it's real humans that watch it.
Yeah.
Scary,
You know,
innit?
like,
Yeah.
it sounds
Yeah.
mad, but it's like I'm on
No, I
TV
hear
and
you.
millions of people watched it, but I'll just go about my day. It doesn't feel like that. And then you're outside and people are stopping you and people recognize you and you're like, oh shit, that's really real. It's a mad thing. You don't feel like any different, but your people just recognizing you everywhere. Stopping you, like you're just, you know what I'm saying, in the Tesco local. You know what I'm
Can't even go in Tesco no more.
It's just every time that happens, it's just mad. But then in general life, it's just like it's just elevated what I was already doing.
Oh yeah.
Because I was working and doing what I'm doing, but it just helped me to elevate it and put me in a better position to execute some of the plans that I already had.
What? I shouldn't be asking this, but I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. We asked actually an artist that came on here. What to you? What would you say? You'd feel like you've made it
To make me feel like I made it.
Yeah, as an artist.
You talking financially?
I'm not saying you haven't made it.
No, I haven't made it.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Where have I made it to? No, man.
No, that's
It's a long journey to go, man. But in terms of that, if you're talking about financially, then I'm
talking satisfaction.
The two do kind of go hand in hand. I mean, as a musician, you just want to be in a place where it's just you just want people to listen to your shit. Really. It's just like it's like if you paint something, you want people to see the painting. It's pretty simple as that. The more people that see it, the better. You want people to take it in. You want people to go on a journey with you. You want to put out an album and people took the album in and to like appreciate your art. I think that's as far as it goes. They give you awards and stuff. But realistically, it's that connection with the people. I think for me, I've made it if my mum's retired and everything's patterned. I've made it. If it's like I'm good, everyone's good, my family's good, and it's done. Mumsy could go to the Bahamas if she wants.
Okay.
And that's when I've made it. So, but like up until that point, I'm not where I want to be in life. And that's not even just music. That's just me as a human, bro. I want to. There's businesses I want to do loads of things. Yeah, to me, my made it is very much based around family. Okay. That's my own family, and obviously, God willing, the family I have when I get a wife of my own and so on.
I think that's no disrespect. I think it's a mid answer. I thought you said if someone tattooed your face on their arse cheek or something, you know you've made it, bro.
That is true.
If you got your face tattooed on someone's body, you've made it.
I'd hate that. If someone called me and said they're going to tattoo my face, I would say stop. Don't
get it.
Have you seen those big tattoo of me? No, man. If it's like something small, something cool, but like a big of my face, that's crazy.
What are you gonna get? You're gonna get a retweet and a thank you for doing that.
No,
like,
I don't want that. And I hate when people tattoo their own face anyway. I don't like when people put big tats on their face or like on their neck. Like, the girl, what the f-
Do you have any
it look Colin Play.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's like but like I ain't gonna say that.
Obviously, the way you come across and look, people obviously have a lot. Probably sure you have stereotypical stuff, but you got you emotional, man. Like, brother, like,
Let's talk about it.
Bro, was it her or something? I swear, I was brushing my teeth. I was just listening to your music. I stopped brushing my teeth. I was like, bro, is he all right? I wanted to call you. I was like, brother, is everything okay?
You know what it is, bro?
Who broke your heart? That's what we want to know.
You know what it is, bro? I'm an emotional guy. In every sense of the word, you get me? So, whether it's me being this way or that way, do you get me? But I just feel like I am good at putting these things into words.
Yeah.
Like, we all feel these ways, bro.
So therapy.
I'm not an alien, innit?
Yeah.
But when it comes to feeling a certain way, I've been gifted with the ability to describe it and put it into words.
Yeah.
But it seems like you don't have any privacy in a sense. I know it sounds stupid to say, but bro, I'm literally going, wow, this guy's talking about heartbreak this, she done this, trust this. I'm going, wow, like this Donny's been through stuff, bro. Like,
You know what it is, yeah? You get used to it. Man.
Or is it?
At first, it's like,
Do you feel uncomfortable sharing that much information?
yeah, you know, it's easier to write it because when you're writing it, you're not thinking about putting it out.
Yeah.
Writing it for the sake of writing.
Yeah.
Like I'm just writing, innit? You're venting, you're writing what you're writing, but then you go to put it out now. And you test it, the water's in the group chat. You just drop it.
Drop it. No caption. No, just drop it. Just drop
No
it.
warning, just
I went studio yesterday.
And then phone on silent.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's a deep one and that, but you know what it is? Every single time you get the maddest reaction from those ones because so many people can relate to it. But me personally, I've never been shy to just say what man's thinking or feeling it. So music's no different, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those guys like with the man them like this girl broke my heart. But I'm like, no, fuck that bitch. I'm like, yo, bro, this girl broke my heart.
I'm going for it.
What you talking about?
Why you not speaking about this guy thinks the polar opposite?
I'm not lying to the man them, bro. I'm burning. My chest on fire right now. I don't care, man.
But don't you feel like
my man them know me, bro? Like I don't. It don't mean nothing, bro. I don't care, bro. Like I'll talk my things in it. If that's what happens, then that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
The same way as if I don't give a shit, I'll tell them I don't give a shit. But I just don't feel the need to lie. Like, what does it mean, bro?
You come and I don't know your dad. I'm not, but he seems like a proper like manly man. Like,
Yeah.
Did he allow you to speak on those stuff?
Yeah, my dad was a manly man, but he's a loving guy though at the same time.
Okay.
So it's not like, it wasn't like my house was like extortion.
Yeah.
All my family, we openly show each other love, and I could talk to my mum and dad about anything. So I guess that's why I'm the way I am. I was never in my yard like, oh, you don't show your feelings. Obviously, there's a time to not be moving mad. Like it's just not. It's not like everywhere you go and every moment. It's like, yeah, there's times where you got a pattern and get on with things. Like even I'll be rapping about something and you might be like, oh, that's. It's not like everyone around me just knew that I still had to keep it pushing, bro. I'm still here. It's not like I just collapsed. I was doing nothing. You have to keep it pushing, but at the same time, man's not gonna run away from any particular thing that's happened in my life or act like it didn't affect me, because what does that do for anyone? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna bring up my emotional side here. What? I guess you were in a long-term relationship.
Well, I was.
Yeah. Or you are, maybe, I don't know.
I'm not in a relationship now, but you've heard some of the lyrics. So
yeah, so
say what you're saying.
No, like, I'm just
say what you're saying.
Like, you know, certain about that heartbroken, just broken up, and that. What? Apart from listening to my music, as in listen to your music, what kind of advice would be like, yo, like obviously apart from keep it stepping, but how'd you get over heartbreak?
No,
how did you?
Spotify, Winterflow, 1 to 5, listen to them all. No, I'm joking. Heartbreak.
Because like you said, we're not aliens.
Yeah,
everyone goes through it, apart from Moe.
Most of us have been there. I wouldn't say there's a special recipe to getting over things, because everyone's different, innit? Yeah. And it takes time. Sometimes people will be like, one person might take a month, one person might take a year, one person might take I would just feel like all things in life, all pains, heartbreaks, whatever it is, grief, I think most of them are best remedied through purpose. Give yourself a purpose. Yeah. Whether it be you lost someone and you're struggling with it, I think if you give yourself a purpose, whatever that purpose may be different for everyone. Yeah. But like, once you've got something to go towards, you can turn your pain into motivation. Definitely. But if you ain't got nothing that you're working on, you're just in pain, my boy. Yeah.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, that first week of a heartbreak is the worst, because that's what you've been used to, innit? And so you find that purpose.
It was lockdown. Yeah.
It's alright, bro. You can talk to
let it go.
2020, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna start rapping.
I'm in my yard, B.
Yeah.
Stressed.
Yeah.
Bro, I turn into one of those 5K motherfuckers daily basis. I'm posting up, bang the 5K.
Oh, the runs.
I'm running. I'm in the bloody gym. The gym's closed. I'm on the outside bit doing calisthenics. I'm working out. I had something to focus on. And obviously, I'm writing and releasing, but like, you need things to do. Yeah. It's not to say to run from it, because you have to acknowledge that, boom, this is going on. Let's be real, bro. Like, obviously, I don't know about you, man, but that was my first one still.
Okay. Oh, really? In lockdown?
25 and that shit.
Oh, shit. Okay, right. Okay. That's a lot.
My chest like, Gaviscon.
No, I hear you, bro. I'm with you.
I hear it.
So it's like, for me, I was like, this is what these motherfuckers be talking about.
Yeah.
Hey,
this shit real.
James Bay was right.
Why do you think
it's that Jason Mars as well? Let it go.
Why do you think it's that? Why do you think it's man that go to the? Why is gym the first thing that man go to when they broke up with a girl?
Because gym makes you feel lit, bro.
No, it doesn't, man. So overrated, man.
What?
Clearly,
I've been saying this for time. We done big, fam.
Gym's good for your mental health here, but you know what it is.
Says who?
You know what it is, yeah. You know what it is. I think it's more than
scientists.
More than just the thinking process. Obviously, the science behind it in terms of what's released in your body, but for me, it's like you are so much better feeling like the best version of yourself. Because a lot of the time, people are like, oh, I don't like this. Bro, you're not even at your own top level, bro. You're not even doing your own thing to the best you can do.
You're not at your final form.
You're already you're not even final form, but you're already looking for new excuses and remedies. Bro, get down to the gym first. Get yourself feeling like, because you know what it is, bro? If you've been in TikTok physical shape, which I probably ended up in my best shape after that in my life. And then I got happy again, and now I'm like,
What's that?
Let the ladies know. Let the ladies know.
It gets better. It gets
the
better.
heartbreak wore off, and then I was the motivator. I was like, I'm not that fast. No, but it's like when you feel that you are the best version of yourself, you just feel like, bro, when you feel super fit and super in shape, you feel like Superman. Because you know what it is? Most of us go most of our life not particularly eating great, not particularly being in great shape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That when you actually are in good shape, you're like, raw, it feels different from the top of the mountain. This is what it feels like. And then it gives you a different kind of buzz, bro. You walk different, you act different.
I don't need that bitch.
You get me? You feel different. So it's like anything in life, I think you're better off being in good health and physical condition because you just feel better in general life. So it can't hurt, bro.
Statistically, it's 18 months to get over. Usually not get over, but start to kind of move on.
That sounds about right.
No.
It does, bro. It does.
February and then not
It does.
So to make it on a lighter side, what would you say to those men and women that advise their best friends or friends that you should go through a slut phase?
Huh?
No, you hear it. Like,
I think it's needed sometimes.
What's your views on a slut phase? You know what that is, right?
Just grabbing bare bodies.
Yeah,
Go all
just beat
guy.
everything in sight within reason.
I mean, it's not something that I would say go and do, but if you do, then big up you, my boy. Like, I ain't mad at you. I wouldn't say it's not what I did, if that's what you're asking me.
No. That's like, you know, certain people advise that.
Trying to keep his market alive. I can see.
He said it, but his eyes so different.
Where's my camera? That's not what I did. That's not what I did.
Body count went from 5 to 55.
No, man, I feel like everyone's different, innit? So, like, but some people, I don't want to speak on anyone else's thing, car. Wait, do you, innit? But some people just go from one thing, start doing the most, just end up in the next thing. And it's like that next thing is not really, you just need to relax.
Yeah.
You gotta relax. So I don't think do too much straight afterwards because, like, bro, realistically, you know, you're not still over the last thing fully. You're wasting your time, you're wasting their time. It's just bare drama. So if you're better off doing that, then you are getting straight into a next relationship. If you ask me,
It's always the big guys that are more like the
Soft,
whole,
innit?
yeah, like the.
No, I'm not saying soft.
This is an image, bro. This is image, bro.
Nah,
He's a
listen,
dog behind the
listen.
scenes.
He wants to drive some girls' views.
listen. No. I'm just keeping it true, innit? I'm not saying I'm some angel, innit? But obviously, I say that, but it's not like there's a list of all my girlfriends. It's not like I've always got a girlfriend. I'm always in love. I'm not.
What kind of girls are you into? Are you into girls that are like out there like that in terms of like outspoken or something? Or do you like a quiet girl?
Man, I don't do like a quiet girl. What kind of madness?
No, but like,
do you like your girl to sit in the corner? Do you want your girl to sit in the corner, face your front, yeah? Don't speak until spoken to. Nah, man.
Yeah,
like,
that sounds nice.
that's
so you want a girl to have attitude when she's talking to you and stuff.
it's not quiet or attitude. I like vibes. I like a big personality. I don't want to be in the yard with my girl and just feel like I'm talking to myself the whole day. Do you know what I'm saying? You like a quiet girl until you're bored out your head. Then you wish your girl weren't that quiet. Do you know what I'm saying? You're talking about marriage and that. Like,
You need someone
you can't be
Companionship.
that because obviously quiet. Even saying a quiet girl, now it sounds like I'm dissing all the quiet girls. Realistically, even the quiet girls are not quiet if you two.
Behind closed doors.
All of a sudden, a girl you thought was quiet is bare talkative when she's comfortable. Do you get it? So there's no real such thing as a quiet girl. They love chat too much for that. Yeah, no, I like a I don't know if I could be with someone from that's not from another country and stuff.
Oh, so you've only dated Nigerian girls?
No, I don't mean country like heritage. I just mean like England.
Oh, English.
You know, like you just find it to be such a barrier if you met a girl from another, like in terms of culture. Banter,
I think that's so sexy, by the way. When no,
But
pause.
accents and that.
Pause.
You like accents?
I love accents.
that's what
I
you
hate
do.
them.
I
fucking
A girl
hate
that
them,
can't
man.
speak English properly with a Spanish accent or whatever, I love that.
But then you're just marrying her because she's leng.
Yeah, but that, no.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that, it's the
Accents rattle
accent.
me,
It's the hey darling, like that
Hey,
whole.
darling.
Like,
I don't. It's not the accent that bothers me. It's just the
culture
the
clash.
cultural vibe. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk a certain way. I'm gonna joke a certain way. I'm gonna banter a certain way, and it's like she's just gonna be looking at me like.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, bro. If you like, I've said this
saying,
plenty of times. If you go every time you go on holiday with your boys, more time the girl you're likely to press on holiday is going to be a girl from the same area.
Bruv.
Like, it's more likely than not. It's going to be, she's going to...
London humour is not completely different to a lot around the world. Bruv.
Even to like...
They don't understand.
North.
Not a lot of people understand
And
sarcasm.
sometimes you rock with a thing that you just rock with a thing.
But would you do it?
This is why you can't spend too much time with things you know that are questionable. I've seen it happen to people. Yeah, you knew.
He's been quiet
This is what I'm saying.
now.
Come closer. You see one of the man them playing with fire with a thing that they already knew before.
That's wild.
Was a bit of a.
That's wild.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, oh no, mind anything, bro. Next thing you know, you're in love. Now you're mad at her for all the things she's done and been
that
doing.
you knew about.
But you knew. Why don't do
started.
that to yourself? Because the truth is, you could end up rocking with anyone. We're all humans, bro.
Yeah,
so
word.
if you know there's bare things going on
Keep
that
a
you
step
don't
in.
rock with, keep your distance, my brother. Because now you're in love with the thing that man are posting up on Snap and saying, that's man's wife, and we did X, Y, Z to her. You brought it on yourself.
Would you wifey someone that's been with someone in the rap industry in the UK?
That's
So
100 bodies on top.
I mean, ideally not, but what
what do you mean idea? So you'd potentially allow it. So if someone like Wretch had been through it, Stormzy had been through it.
no, because no. What do you mean?
What do you mean? No, like, people
You
do
mean
that,
like
bro.
multiple people, like 5 different rappers? Yeah,
One.
Like she got Mount Rushmore and
She can make a starting 5. Yeah, she can make a starting 5.
She got a 5-a-side team. Nah, no chance. No way.
Alright, what about if the ting, hasn't been with no other rapper, but she's got a baby dad?
She got a kid.
Yeah.
Come on, said she got a baby dad. Like she had a baby dad.
He's got to be politically correct,
I was
innit?
trying to confuse
No, because
the
the kid's more of a obstacle potentially than the baby dad. Well, it depends on the situation. But I don't know. You know what I'll say?
Are you winning?
I would say once
Come around.
Doing the fucking campfire thing again.
listen carefully. Everyone says a lot of things in their younger days. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
When you creep over 30, start pushing to certain
don't do that,
brackets.
man. Don't
you
do
start
that.
accepting different things.
No, don't do that,
Don't fall for
man.
that trap.
I'm not
Don't
over
fall
30,
for that
so I'm
trap.
good right now.
It's a Western
Nah, bro,
trap.
don't
I'm
do
telling
that.
you. It's a Western
Know
trap.
your value, fam.
Western trap. You're telling me now,
Yes.
if a 40-year-old man is single, meets a girl that he likes, and she's got a kid, he's gonna say no because she's got a kid. He's an agent. You're 40,
No.
You're an agent. Are you a child?
No.
I already know.
You're an agent.
The only way he's saying is if he's been married as well and he's got his own kids. Otherwise, I don't care. If I'm 40, let's say I'm not single. Let's say I'm single, and I'm 40 and I ain't found one yet. And Tony's coming. She might be leng as well. I don't care.
At 40, bro.
You're lying.
At 40.
Bruv,
Unless you think
what is she bringing to my life? She's gonna give me a headache with my girlfriend.
Unless the thing that you're drawing is in her 20s and her 25 something, like there'll be the more likely you're gonna date a thing that's in her 30s.
It depends.
Someone's gonna.
It depends though.
I'm
If
busy
her
that
baby dad's got 25 bodies and he's gonna be outside your bedroom, everything throwing rocks in the window. Come outside. Come outside.
Who's more desirable? Let's say Big Jests is 21, with no music career, nothing, just starting up and trying. But you're young. That's it. That's all you got going for you.
Yeah.
But now Big Jests is like 39, 40, with God knows how much in a bank account, established, all that. He's going to be more desirable to a girl when he's got all that with him, that status, as opposed to when he's young, because he's young, 21, and nothing to show for it.
What's the
So no, what you said about you got to accept certain things. Nah, bro. I think you're at your most like desirable when you got that status.
Look at Leonardo DiCaprio, fam.
It depends.
But
You know what?
he's
It depends. It depends on the person. Yeah. Are you lot? But if some man ain't too fussy, bro. As long as she's leng. We can keep it moving.
That's mad.
I'm quite particular. So my thing is, if I was, obviously, I don't plan to be single at 40. It's not like
of course,
my, it's
No,
not,
of course not.
It's
I hope
not
not.
even
my,
plan to be single at
yeah,
35.
It's not my. It's not my.
Bro,
I'm not
please
aiming
don't
for.
be single for your songs are gonna be mad, bro.
Bro,
Hey, listen, winter flows.
hey, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a mad.
This is not something that I'm speaking for myself because this is not something I plan for myself. However, if I was, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I won't say anything indefinite because whatever God
of
wishes
course,
for me is what
of
will be.
course,
But
of course.
if I was 40 and single and I met a thing that I rock with at that stage and she got kids, I'm not gonna say no because she got kids. I'm not a baby.
Yeah.
You get it? Like,
You're big and grown. Take
hey,
care of
what's
them.
wrong with you, lot?
Nah, bro, I'm not
just-
with you. I'm
just-
sorry.
just-
Hey,
you
Big
can
Jess,
bully that
as a
kid.
guest, I know I appreciate it, but there's some stuff I don't have to agree
You're
with.
capping though.
I promise you. You don't know me.
You'll never,
obviously don't
you'll,
know
you'll never find out.
I'm not capping. Do you know
he's
who I
not.
am?
Bro, but he's never been 40 and single. He don't know shit.
You feel I'm gonna be? Doesn't matter if I'm 40 and single.
Bro, you'll be listening to some mad heartbreak rhythms on
Jest.
the way home. I'm telling you, bro. No, obviously, No, it's not ideal, bro. It's not even a bad thing to say because single. Everyone will say that it's not ideal if your partner's
of course not.
got kids. You, for example, I think the main thing is have you got kids yourself? Because like you want your first kid with your partner to both be your first experience. If a girl's already got 2 kids, by the time she gets to the third one, you all know the third kid's like, then kick him out. Dude, third kid, go do your thing. Let your older siblings look after you. I don't want you to be looking at my kid like just the third one. You know what I mean? Snap him out, bro.
But you made a great point. Don't go into something knowing X, Y, and Z, and there's criteria to that. If I'm beating a thing, let's say for argument's sake, and I know she's got a kid, my wall's going up, bro. And the minute it goes a bit further, you keep it stepping. But yeah,
It's like, cool, man. Say less. I want to quickly get into some. I want to know your opinion on these rap conspiracy/rap. Like just opinions about music.
Shit.
In the music.
Here we go again.
First one, I'm gonna drop it, and I really don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Listening to Michael Jackson in 2023, is that allowed or not allowed?
Fucking hell, bro.
Is it allowed or is it not allowed?
Went straight for it. I won't and don't listen to Michael Jackson.
Alright, I hear that. What's the reason why?
It's easy for me because I never really did.
Okay,
so cool. I'm not gonna cap and say I used to bang him out, and I've because of the things that's been said. No, I just didn't listen to him really anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Some of the rhythms would run around the house.
That
was never in my headphones.
Yeah.
However, personally, I guess we'll never know for a fact. But we'll never know for a fact because he's not alive. Yeah. But it's my personal opinion that some wayward things was happening.
Wayward. Thank you.
It's my it's not. It'll be very, very hard for you to convince me otherwise because I don't believe any grown man wants children in his bed, and therefore anyone trying to explain as to why that makes sense. I think you should be careful.
Mo, can you explain it,
bro? Sorry, rate Americans, bro. African Americans rate him to the death. Yeah. You guys are just lost. You just like I don't get. Michael Jackson is the GOAT, bro, and he's paved the way for black music. Period.
Can I just say what's that got to do with him being a pedo?
He's not my GOAT.
He's not my GOAT. What's that got to do with him having?
Bro, I don't excuse all wayward behavior because of how talented you are. He's extremely talented, no denying that. But I cannot condone or begin to understand a fully grown man wanting children in his bed.
Can you explain that, please? I cannot. I want you to explain that. I want you to explain and justify why you have.
If you want to go down a rabbit hole to explain, but it's just simple, bro. It's just is it the intentions? You have to remember people's intentions.
Do you know the whole story behind this thing and how like
he doesn't even?
You know some of them was abusing as kids.
Do you know some of these one of the kids' dad killed himself when Michael Jackson died. Because he felt bad about that, making up a story about that his son. Remember?
How do you know he didn't feel bad that he'd allowed his kid to be going to Wonderland all these times?
Yeah,
bro, he felt bad about. He built a whole like amusement park in his yard for youths. It's mad. No,
and people still listen to this guy.
To me, it's like
speak on it.
We'll never know, but it just don't make sense to me. I can't make sense.
I want you to explain it, please. I want to understand.
And my thing is, loads of people who like sexually abuse people was people that's been exposed to it previously, and as the story reads from what I've heard, some of the Jackson 5 and them were abused in some way, and if someone has been previously, now they've got loads of kids in their bed. Sounds not adding up.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be so real right now. Yeah. If I'm a little you and Michael Jackson sucked my dick allegedly, I'm telling everyone in school, are you dumb? The sky's the limit for me, bro. Man got my dick sucked by Michael Jackson, bro. Don't tell me there's any limits to what I can and can't do. That's real. You know it.
Man. You're gonna get someone cancelled, bro.
But moving on. Got dick sucked by the GOAT. But we move on.
Next conspiracy, please.
Tupac, is he still alive? Is he still alive?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, cool. I mean, I would like to believe that he is. I would love to believe that he's in Peru or wherever they say he is, and he's just enjoying his life.
Tupac's got too much to say. If
that
was alive, no way he's staying dead this long. He would have been out saying the most.
No, that's true. That's true.
And what you got coming? What you got coming? Like, do you want to tell the audience?
What have I got coming? Loads of stuff, man. New music. I'll probably put out some new music either this month or next month.
Okay,
I'm working on a project. I do my short films, rap and drill. There's a part 3 of that I'm gonna be working on.
Okay.
Yeah, man. More content, more music, more loads of things.
Where can they find
Stay
you?
locked in. Big Jest on everything.
Okay, perfect, man.
Search me.
And on that note, I've been Mr. B, aka Mr. B Spoke.
And easier, man.
Big Moe.
And man like Boogie, aka Big Jests. Thank you for coming.
No problem.
Yeah, man.
Love, bro.